Hi guys, it's Ray. Today we are going to start two of my Hummingbird tumblers. You've seen me do several times the Ombre Wings She Flies ones. We're going to do these slightly different. We're going to use this clear decal sheet from Butterfly Lane Designs. They are VC sheets is what she calls them on her site. They're printed over white. It's not actually going to matter that they're printed over white for what I'm going to do with them, but they'll work on any surface. So I am going to use, nope, not that one, Glamorous from LMNOP on one of them and Tutti Frutti on the other. I'm going to pair Sodium Cute Cheat with the Glamorous as an ombre for one. And I'm going to pair the It's Pretty Personal Rainbow Bright Cheat with the pink one. So, my cups are prepped. They're painted white. They have a thin layer of resin on them, and they are ready to get glittered. So, here we go. Forgot to open my pink and purple glitters. So, now that that's done, I'm ready. I'm going to do my pink bottom mostly first. This is gorgeous. I'd really like to do this as a tack it on something as well soon. This is a super duper fine cut glitter. And because I am base painted, this should cover in one coat and be ready for its epoxy top coat as soon as the base coat is dry. Whoops. So, I just got a little high on that one side. I'm just going to take the top off of this and leave it off. I'm going to start with my white. The cheat glitters from It's Pretty Personal can work as your whites or an epoxy additive. So, don't be shy about using them as a white. I noticed that the Rainbow Bright does have a little bit of a more yellowy tint to it, but it's perfectly fine. It's still a white. And I did get some overspray, which is going to show through this because it is a cheat. But for the look of this tumbler, it's going to be perfectly fine. I don't want to mix that anymore because I did have a little bit of that pink. So, now I do want the top back on. I'm just going to tilt my cup and waterfall the pink up. And then I'm going to grab my white. And waterfall it down. Any extra glitter from this step will go into my dump cup. My dump jar, actually. And at some point we are going to make a tumbler with my dump jar. And then I'm just going to sprinkle my pink right over the top of that meeting spot. And one last layer of the white over where they meet. So there we go. Okay, so I'm going to let these two set up. I'm going to get a clear coat on each of them, and then I will come back for the decal work. Okay, so these are both ready for decal, and I have my decals ready with Brave Wings She Flies, and then a couple of the hummingbirds from my decal sheet from Butterfly Lane Designs. I cut them out and then trimmed them up tight, so they are ready to go. So I'm just going to decal them right in place. I'm going to put the text over that spot just because I don't love it as much. So I think it'll just kind of blend it in a little bit more. And I'm just doing this right in place on the turner. Sometimes it's just easier to go with it. And I cut the little flowers too, so I was going to put the hummingbirds like going to the flowers, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the flowers up towards the, I'm going to put one at the top and one at the bottom, then I'm going to float the hummingbirds kind of in between on the sides. I thought these ones were really cute for the pink cup, even though they certainly would have worked for the purple as well. One facing either direction, so it was perfect. So there we go. And then this one obviously gets purple. These got 2 coats of resin over the top, by the way. This was a little chunkier, so it definitely needed more, and then, you know, keeping them the same. So I'm going to use this beautiful one on here. This one's much bigger, so I'm only going to do one. I'm going to use it to kind of mask where I went up a little high on that purple. These decals are fantastic. Absolutely love them. So there we go. I'm going to get some epoxy mixed up and we will get these coated. Okay, we're going to get the resin on these, and this is extremely bubbly, so I'm going to have to torch pretty heartily when I'm done. And I just dumped my other cup of resin all over my table. Beautiful. Try not to lean in that. I'm using KS Resin Liquid Stone Ultra UV for these. that's it. Those are coated. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're going to come down and take a look. This one has a fat lip on the one side. I'm going to have to probably sand it down a little bit, and these still need to be torched. But it is absolutely beautiful. You can see some bubbles on the bottom. Absolutely love these glitters, love these decals, and love these 2 tumblers overall. So, and yes, my table is a disaster. So that is it for these 2. I hope you enjoyed. These ones are always popular, so if you want to do something similar, I say go for it. But please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you.